Greetings, my champions, and I want to welcome you to Live with Chatufa. We want to continue to thank those that are standing and supporting this platform. We give you just brief updates of what is happening in the nation. The nation of Zimbabwe right now is in sixes and sevens. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of political mongering. There's a lot of bickering, a lot of fights, divisions, as well as corruption at the same time happening in the politics, in the government, public sector, private sector. All these things are as a result of this political situation that Zimbabwe finds itself in. It seems like the politicians of Zimbabwe too have, especially those that are either in ZANU-PF or connected to ZANU-PF, they've developed a thick skin that they no longer have any respect. They have disregard for the citizens to the point that they can speak in any way that they want, because to them, they are so powerful, they are untouchable, and nothing can ever happen to them. So the natural or normal respect that politicians should have for these citizens is actually not there when it comes to the Zimbabwean situation. Our politics is gone so rogue that it is now being run by thugs, and these thugs disrespect the Zimbabwean people, the constitution, the rule of law, and everything. So this is why they speak like this. Themba Mliswa says all politicians are in politics to eat. Well, while that may be very true, but that must not be the primary objective of politicians coming into office. Because if they would say this and they are the politicians themselves, it really is very disturbing. We are not refusing that politicians must also be getting some remuneration so that they can also survive, feed their families, and so on and so forth. But if the primary reason is to eat, then it becomes a very big problem, which is what Themba Mliswa said in his interview, which he had with the Blessed Mhlanga. We are simply analyzing the character of our politicians, and this shows us that we have a lot of work to do in Zimbabwe pertaining to the politics. We really need to straighten up a lot of things that are very wrong in our politics because of the thick skin that I'm talking about, that our politicians have developed. Politicians that are, don't have respect for the people are very dangerous. We actually need politicians that fear the Lord, politicians that are in politics not for eating, not for self development or self enrichment. We need politicians that put the primary factor as saving the people of Zimbabwe, people that have their nation at heart. Whatever that comes to them in terms of remuneration, allowances, and so forth can just be added advantages. But the primary reason must be to come and serve, which is very sad if politicians like Themba Mliswa have the audacity to come and say that politicians are coming into politics just to eat. So just a brief statement of what he said here, which is quite disturbing. So let's just hear what Themba Mliswa said concerning that issue, which is quite very unfortunate.
But even ku triple C vaidya, but vaidya zvishoma zvavanazvo ZANU-PF ine zvakawanda vanodya, hakuna kusingadyiwe ka, chero kwamadhuku kunodyiwa ngochero vane zvishoma kudyiwa kuno hapana kusingadyiwe, hapana kusingadyiwe. Unovuka kuti paunoenda kumarari chembere dzakatakura upfu chichi aiwa, ende kana wakuvhota unoti kwatakanyanyodya ndekuti.
So this is what it is. Well, he might speak about it like like in a jocular manner and so on and so forth. But to be honest, this is really very sad for our politics. We need better politicians and politicians that are honor Zimbabwean people and respect the will of the people of Zimbabwe. It has to be citizens first. If a politician would want to come into politics for that reason, then they are not even supposed to be getting anywhere close to our ballot papers, because we need politicians that come to serve. We need politicians that respect the will of the people. We need politicians that also are carrying the problems and the challenges that the citizens of Zimbabwe are facing. And they are there to say, we are coming as problem solvers. We need leaders that come to solve fundamental issues that are affecting the people of Zimbabwe, not people that joke around and tell us that we are there to eat, because they know that they have all the machinery to protect themselves. They can rig the elections, they can shoot people down if they protest, and all the like. And this is what is very wrong with our politics in Zimbabwe. We need to continue to pray for this nation. We need intercessors that continue to pray, because this is really very sad and very unfortunate. Thank you once again for joining me on the show. Let's meet in the upcoming show. Bless you.